Right, so for today's class, we're going to do another development question of a round object. As you might have seen in the previous video, if you didn't get the last question done correctly, make sure you do that again. And then for the remainder of the class, then we're going to move on to this question. For this question, I'm just going to do part A and part B. And I'm just going to talk you through the surface development of part C. I want to try and see, can you start doing these questions now kind of on your own, kind of without a full video. You're not getting too bad. Some people are giving good answers and other people are just finding it a bit tough. But hopefully now I can explain it good enough for you so you can do it on your own. And we'll go over it then again, maybe the next class if you do find it difficult. But today I'm just going to start A and B. A is an elevation looking in the direction of arrow A. So just draw this object here looking in from direction of arrow A. It's a cup holder. Then draw a plan down from the elevation. So underneath then we're going to draw a plan. Obviously a plan is looking down straight into it. So I'm just going to start now and I'm just going to draw this drawing over here. As there's a plan underneath it, I'm going to start the drawing pretty kind of high up on the left hand side just to make sure I have enough kind of room. So I'm going to start off with my measurements, and coming along with the width we have 15, 30, 15. So 15, 30 and 15. I'm just going to bring down them lines. Then I'm going to measure down 15 and measure down 10. So measure down 15 and then measure down, after the 15, measure down 10. I'm just going to draw these lines across as well. These measurements are all given to you, so there's no kind of trick in these. Then from the top, we're going to measure down 60. And then from 60, we're measuring down 40. So that there is elevation done. We're just going to draw it now in heavy pencil just to kind of finish it off. So these points here join together. These points here join together. And the rest then you can use your set square and your T-square to draw them in. Then we have two lines in here in the middle for a little kind of a gap to kind of see through or put it up on the wall. And then we put in our side lines then as well. These lines coming down. So as it says in the question, then that's part A done. Make sure to put beside the part A. Then underneath, then we're going to do part B. Part B is a plan. It's going to look down on top of it. You know, so I'm just going to start that now. I'm going to project down my lines a bit more, just so it makes it easier when doing the plan. And from the bottom of the elevation, I'm just going to come down 20, and that's when I'm going to start my plan. So I'm just going to draw a line across then, and that's going to be the start of my plan. So we have the back line, the back piece, which is the thickness of the pencil. So we're just going to draw that in. Then we can see then from the drawing then as well, then we have this kind of a 10 mil piece here. You can see that there now. We just have a 10 mil kind of a square piece here. And then you have the circle. So we're just going to add on that 10 mil piece here onto our plan. So I'm going to draw down the 10 mil. And I'm going to make sure I draw it on the other side as well. So come in 10 mil. And then from that there then, you draw on your circle. So get my compass. So I'm just going to measure across halfway for the compass. Making a mess of this now. So I'm going to bring down halfway, which is 30 mil. And then I'm going to set my compass then to the 30 mil then, and that's going to be my circle. So that there now is the bottom of our cup holder. So now we've done part A, we've done part B. Now we're going to do a surface development. And with the surface development, it's the same thing as the other drawings we've been doing. So you're going to come across here. You're going to develop out your semicircle here. You're going to have your elevation, which is like this up here. This is going to be your top piece. The whole lot of the elevation is going to be added onto your semicircle. Don't forget about your 10mm piece here as well. That's all going to be developed out, and then you have your two 10mm pieces at the side. So your surface development should look like this. Your part C should look like this at the end. So all we're doing is this is our piece. So this is what you're going to see in plan. This is what we see in plan, and like this is the 3D model of it when we look at it in plan. So all we're going doing for this drawing is developing out the back. It's going to be like this. So we're going to, again, I'm just going to show you again just to make sure you understand. All we're going to do is drop the back, which is the elevation. Here we're just going to drop that back. Then all we're going to do is drop down the circle and the 10mm piece. Then we're going to drop back our two sides. They are 10mm as well, as it says it in the drawing. Drop out our two sides. And then we have the curve. And remember, just like the other drawing, at the point of the circle, or at the top of the semicircle, we're going to develop out equally each side of the middle. So all we're doing for this curve is folding it back down and then folding it out. And as you can see then as well, we've numbered, when we divide the circle into 60 and 30, the semicircle into 60 and 30, we have our points, and then we also have our points then as well on our development out here. So all you're doing for this bit here is just dropping down the curve and then just folding it out flat. And that is what your surface development part C should look like. And then as well so I want you to firstly take a picture of your drawing, part A, part B, and your surface development. And then I want you to also then get a scissors if you can in the house, and I want you to cut out your development, and I want to be able to see, kind of fold it together best you can and kind of take another picture of it, and I want you to upload that as well onto Google Classroom and let me kind of see it. And that's a great way of kind of seeing, did you do it correctly, because that'll show up straight away whether you've done it right or wrong, the question. Because if you've done it incorrect, you won't get the correct development and it won't fold together right, if you know what I mean. So I want you to also then, after you've taken a picture of the done drawing, I want you then to get your scissors and I want you to cut out the surface development and fold it together and take a picture of it best you can and upload it as well onto Google Classroom. So that's all for today's class, and if you got the other question from the last class incorrect, make sure you do that question again, because the more these questions you do, the better you're going to get at them. Perfect, thank you.